Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Is the ACOLYTE Season 2 going to be a thing? Is it going to happen? Is the ACOLYTE going to have a renewal? It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video, especially after a Disney executive had recently taken to discuss and even hint and tease at a bit of what may happen in the future of the ACOLYTE. Not just that, but the High Republic era overall. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned for a little bit later on in the video, because we're going to be discussing of exactly what Lucasfilm intends and plans to do here, especially going into the new year of 2025. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The ACOLYTE Season 2 renewal hopes, and had recently been taken to address by a Disney executive that had worked closely on the show. So for one, they had taken to kind of reflect on the show, like how it was received by the fans, how it was received by the critics, what went wrong with that, and what would that mean for a Season 2, and what would it take for them to do a second season. Months after the ACOLYTE's cancellation, a major Disney executive had recently taken to address some fans' hopes for a Season 2 renewal. The first live-action High Republic series ever debuted on Disney Plus in June of last year, taking audiences to a part of the timeline that we've never seen before, at least on that form and on screen. As the ACOLYTE takes place over 100 years before the events of the Phantom Menace and the Skywalker saga, the streaming series looked to be just the beginning of a new era of Star Wars storytelling, and had a lot of potential, and it still does have a lot of potential, following a pair of Force-using twins as they become intertwined in a Jedi-killing murder plot. However, that plan seems to have lived short and was cut short, as the ACOLYTE was quickly axed following its first season, leaving many fans wondering what happened, what went wrong, and why Disney ultimately gave the show the boot. Because the ACOLYTE definitely had plans to do a continuation, especially based upon how that season finale went down with the teases of Plagueis and Yoda and so much more. One of the biggest executives at Disney shared his thoughts on the ACOLYTE Season 2 renewal hopes following the show's cancellation. According to Disney Entertainment co-chair Alan Bergman, the Hollywood giant was quote-unquote happy with the performance of the ACOLYTE, but it was ultimately the cost structure and factor of the series that had dictated the decision to not renew it for its second season, as a surface level kind of initiative, but there's definitely so much more to it. He says that then there, in quote, "As it relates to the ACOLYTE, we were happy with our performance, but it wasn't where we needed it to be given the cost structure of that title, quite frankly, to go and make a Season 2. So that's the reason why we didn't renew it." And that quote right there, many fans are going to look at that and take that and, you know, scratch their heads and say it can't be all of just that, like, you know, the cost of the show. And it was a very pricey show, but then you turn around and you look at shows like, per se, Andor. Andor didn't have as nearly much viewership as the ACOLYTE does, and it's getting even more of a budget, and it's, you know, taking up even more money for it. I know it's its second and its final season, so why not go all out with it? It kind of seems to be the mindset with that, but why not do the same for the ACOLYTE? Alan Bergman goes on to praise the ongoing Skeleton Crew series, saying that we've seen some growth on that since its first couple of episodes, and to the regards of the viewership numbers and the critics and fans' responses, saying that we'll have to see how that all plays out before making any sort of major decisions about a potential follow-up to that then there as well. It's not just the ACOLYTE, it goes for any given Star Wars or Disney Plus series inside and out of the Star Wars IP, even including Marvel, by which if you are a Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below. He reveals and says that then there, in quote, "Skeleton Crew is in the process now, so we'll see. We've seen some major growth on that, and we'll see how it goes. As you said, the reviews have been quite excellent on Skeleton Crew, so we'll have to see how that all plays out as it moves forward, and leave that quote right there. This would also mark one of the first times one of the Disney's top brasses have directly addressed the quote-unquote cancellation of the ACOLYTE. Some had speculated that the show had been axed after only its one season, despite setting up storylines for a potential second season and inside and out of just the ACOLYTE, maybe even spiraling off into this whole High Republic kind of era, very verse kind of show, very similar to with what the post-Return of the Jedi era is with the Mandoverse, the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, so forth and so on. Seeing something similar to that, having different spin-offs and different shows, is something that they might have wanted to do with the High Republic era and with the ACOLYTE, and it's very well something that they may still do, given that the ACOLYTE is a very kind of concentrated story in itself. And so, from the jump, the ACOLYTE was under the microscope by certain corners of the internet, with some calling the project woke for its prominent spotlighting of women of color and its diverse cast. This resulted in a directed campaign by some of these detractors to discredit the series upon its release, before it had even came out, knocking its audience score on its Rotten Tomatoes to a dismissal 18%. That's not exactly what Lucasfilm looks for though, however. That doesn't mean that it to be, the reasoning behind its cancellation after all, at least according to this Disney executive, Alan Bergman, and really just says that it was just too expensive of a show to make. So what could we see in the future for a potential The ACOLYTE Season 2, if not just another High Republic show? It would have to be either fewer episodes, shorter episodes, less episodes, or a mix of all. More so like a mini-series. And it seems that Disney might be testing these quote-unquote mini-series, like even more so, more mini, in comparison to just those 8-9 episodes that are roughly anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes inside and out of the Star Wars IP, once again over on the Marvel spectrum of things as well. Marvel looks to release a 4-episode mini-series of Marvel Zombies in October of this year. So they very well are kind of testing that quote-unquote of a micro mini-series. Maybe they do another High Republic show or an ACOLYTE Season 2 that is much shorter. Maybe that only offers 4 episodes, and those 4 episodes could even be shorter. And even then, it could be something that would be animated. Either way, it still seems to be kind of on the drawing board, and they're kind of seeing how other shows are going to be performing and kind of move from there. It goes inside and out of just the ACOLYTE and also applying that to other shows such as Skeleton Crew, which is currently going on right now. You look at Ahsoka Season 1 from 2023, when it had concluded in October or in November of 2023, fans were very quick to say that, oh, it was canceled, it's not getting a second season, where it took nearly 6 months, or a couple of weeks at least, not 6 months, it was like 6 weeks, for Star Wars and for Lucasfilm to officially confirm and announce its second season that would be happening. So we very well could see more to come in the future. Of course, I'm all ears. Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.